So what are we looking at today?
Today we're going to be taking a look at old versus new wrist shot, what differentiates the two shooting mechanics, and why it's so much better to shoot this modern day wrist shot.
Is there going to be anything in this video that people are going to find polarizing from what they might have been taught previously?
Yeah, I got taught to shoot this way, and it's actually bothering that I was shooting that way for 10 plus years and then got to relearn and then learn how to actually shoot like today's pros do. Just keep in mind, guys, technology changes, so we need to adjust and learn how to do it in the new ways.
Okay, let's jump into it.
So you've been shooting wrist shots wrong your whole life? Probably. I got taught to shoot one certain way, and when I got older and stopped listening to what my coach said and actually looked at what pro players do on the ice, I learned to shoot stick handle and skate in a new way, but mostly the shooting was the biggest difference. So what a lot of players hear when they're taking wrist shots is that we want to start with the puck on the heel, and then we push forward, roll the puck out, and then release it. And why is this bad? I'm gonna compare this to having a ball in your hand and letting it roll in your hand while you're throwing it away. This will make us lose a lot of accuracy, and we won't have the same control over the puck or the ball in that sense. And also we don't get any snapping motion. So this is the biggest difference from the old stick that players used to have 10, 15 years ago, comparing to today's ones. Now we have a really powerful snap in every shot we take. So we want to combine both the dragging or pulling motion with the snapping motion. And just as we were thinking with basic physics here, where is the fastest part on the blade? The toe, right? So it's also here we're gonna be directing and aiming where we want the puck to go, and it's gonna be a lot easier having the puck on the part of the blade which you're actually pointing and staring to direct the aim, instead of letting it roll through that part. I hope that makes sense for you guys if you see it in the video in slow motions. And it's also gonna bend the stick a lot more. So instead of me having the pressure on the heel here, where me and most players got taught to shoot the wrist shots, the stick doesn't bend a lot. This is also basic physics. If I put the pressure out on the toe, we're bending it on the corners or the edges of the stick, and it's gonna wanna bend a whole lot more. It's also gonna be easier getting the shot closer into your body, where you can put more body weight into the stick instead of having to press and push so much. So we're saving energy and power, we're getting a harder shot, it's gonna be easier to be accurate, and we're gonna have way more control over it.
Quick side note, guys, the brand new HC custom jerseys are available in the link down below in the video description with your name, your country flag, and your number on the back. Make sure you check them out down below. And of course, also the training jerseys in camo white and also camo black are available in the links down below in the video description. Thanks, back to the video.
Of course, every shot is gonna be different. We're gonna shoot from uncomfortable situations. You need to learn to shoot from the heel as well, but it's gonna be more of a saucer than an actual powerful shot. Then one of the biggest things for me when I'm coming in, if I'm gonna shoot with the puck on the heel, is that I can't be deceptive. And this is really important with goal scoring. The goalies nowadays don't really look at your eyes or look at your body, what it's doing. It's mostly looking at the puck. So if I'm on the heel, I can't really pull the puck into my body. And also, if I push it out, it makes it uncomfortable for me to snap it out here. Of course, I can get it on the toe and pull it back in. But if I just have it out here, it's very easy to shoot away from the body straight away and also to pull it in. So you just feel more comfortable with all possibilities. You become a bigger threat, and it's way harder to read what you're gonna actually do when you're coming in towards the net. So guys, this is why you need to be critical of the source of your information. I don't care if your coach has played NHL hockey. That was 20, 30 years ago. We want to look at what today's pros are doing. You need to be critical towards me even. So look at what the pros are doing instead of listening to what your coach is saying. Of course, every shot that you're gonna be looking at in game isn't gonna be perfect, but when they have time to really wind up the shot, you're gonna see that they're shooting this way of a wrist shot. So I still teach the old way to young players. The only reason why is because they have underdeveloped wrist strength. This is something your beer leaguers can take account on as well. Because if I have the puck out on the toe here, it's gonna put a lot more tension on this top wrist for me. Because it's gonna be harder to control it out here than to control it in here. A thing that we're looking for in our wrist shot is to get a close blade when we're making impact with the puck. This is to get more flex in the stick, because as soon as the blade goes open, the flex slips out. So if I hit the puck out here, it's gonna be way, way harder to control it and get it to go where I want it to be. But once you build up that wrist strength, you're gonna shoot better, more powerful, more accurate than ever. But for you, new players who just started, or old timers that don't really have the same strength, it's better to shoot it a little bit further in on the blade. If you're really underdeveloped, I suggest start on the heel. Once you build the strength and courage, you start to try further and further and further out. And then as soon as you really have that top strength, you're gonna be shooting the puck from this point every single time. So guys, there's gonna be situations where you shoot the puck on the heel, but there's only gonna be two situations. Either when you're in an uncomfortable situation, the puck is already on the heel and you have to get the shot off. Second time is when you're getting close to the net and need to lift it really high. Because then you don't even have time to shoot with a close blade and put a lot of flex in it. We need to really get underneath the puck to almost do a saucer in the shot to get it to lift high and shoot up in the roof. If you look at Draisaitl's one-timers when he's staying on the lower circle, you can see that he doesn't make a typical slap shot. What he does instead is he goes heel first to go in, hit the puck on the heel, to sauce it up and lift it high. And this helps us to get it go high up in the air and keep its straightness and not become a lob, and instead get this quick spin. So to all your coaches out there, including my old shooting coach, don't listen to these guys. Try to look at what the pros are actually doing instead of listening to what the pros used to do. We want to be up to date, learn to shoot on the toe, use the snap, and you're gonna be way more accurate and shoot harder than ever. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video again. It's a blast doing this for you, Chris. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.